You worked on Magna Carta.
Mm-hmm.
You said the whole thing got done in 2 weeks?
Yeah, the bulk of it got done in 2 weeks, definitely. About 85, 90% of it. Because I think when you're making a record like that, it's more so about whatever the vibe is. You can get a vibe and like make an album in a week if you want to.
That's what you did.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You can make it in a week. All you need is the help, engineers, you know, make sure it's kind of like this place. It's like 3 engineers here in 3 different rooms. You're just going, doing the song, you know, every hour and a half, and it can happen. It's not really that big of a thing. It's not like it's 98 and we're using DAT.
Right.
If you know what ADATs are.
Reel-to-reels and such.
Yeah, you don't know ADATs.
You know what an ADAT is?
Yeah,
It's about the size of a VHS tape.
No, it's actually smaller than that.
Is it smaller?
Yeah.
Well, it's roughly the size.
It's okay. It's all right. I'm giving it back to you.
You giving it back to me.
Yes, I am a songwriter.
How much of it, you know, like when I interviewed Swizz, like he said that, I think he was on like on the credits of like 1 or 2 songs, but he said he was really involved in like a lot of stuff. He said it was like a real kind of collaborative effort with like all the producers. It wasn't like this producer this song, this producer this song.
Yeah.
What was really the energy of that whole sessions? You know, those set of sessions.
Oh well, we just happened to be in the same place at the same time. I was working on B at the time, and then Timbaland came in. And of course, we're at Jungle Studios, and that's where Swizz resides anyway. So we're literally in the studio that he works out of. So yeah, it was definitely a collaborative effort on all our behalves. You know, I think just to the other day, nobody knew that was my vocal on Picasso Baby on the hook, but it's because we just didn't put it as the vocal on Picasso Baby. But it was something that happened in a moment. It's like, let's say this particular thing and then do it, and that's usually how you get those great records. You know, I think it was just more so a blessing. For all of us, especially Jay at that time, because we just so happened to be right there. Like usually you have to go out to get those things, and we just so happened to be there, you know.
Was Rick Rubin in the studio? Were you there also?
No, I didn't see Rick Rubin the whole time actually.
Oh, okay, so that was a separate session, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel you. I mean, I've talked to like Guru before, you know.
My man.
Young Guru, and he was saying how he's seen Jay put together entire songs in like 5 minutes. You seen this?
5 minutes? I haven't seen the 5-minute clip yet.
What have you seen?
Because you're saying the entire song?
Well, like he'll work out the whole thing in his head, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
jump
well,
in the
we
booth.
all, yeah. I mean, we can do that, but you still have to have somebody tape you and do all those things. So when you're literally saying the entire song, you have to let me know what you mean. I have a thought and put it in my dictaphone or record it in my phone and have a thought of a song in about 38 seconds, but I don't know which, you know, in the context of what you mean.
I mean, really, like, what is it about Jay that sort of makes him kind of in a different class?
He's just smarter than everybody else, basically.
He's smarter than everybody else. Like, how so?
He's just a logical thinker. He uses a lot of common sense, and usually when those things are above or higher than you think of yourself, you usually win a lot. You know, like you have to also manage your own expectations, which keeps him at even keel. You have to know when your own limits are being, you know, whatever your own boundaries are, or when they're being crossed. So I think with Jay just being smart in that aspect, he's gonna win a lot just based on using those are like rudiments of when you're a kid. If a grandfather told you or a father told you how to just live life in that type of way, you're probably gonna, even if you're taking out trash, you're just gonna be great at whatever it is that you do. Like, it doesn't matter. You can put him wherever you want to put him. He just so happens to be this rap guy that just turned himself into a mogul. But he would have did the same thing anyway.
Now, you got a Roc-a-Fella chain on right now.
That I do!
What does that mean exactly?
What does it mean?
Yeah.
It means evidently I put a lot of numbers on the board.
You
don't just hand these out at the candy store.
No, they don't.
You can't make your own. That would be whack.
Nah. So, are you part of Roc-a-Fella Records? Or are you like, what's the
records? I think it's La Familia. It's a little bit bigger than that. Like, it's not, you know, it's not. This isn't like the '90s where all those great guys that were with Jay at the time, and that's what we was looking up to. You know, watching them do their thing. Dame, this Memphis.
Beanie Siegel,
and all those guys that you looked up to. I think even the emblem itself, like, kind of carried past what they thought it would be. And they're still a part of it. Like, it's a change that doesn't just represent Jay, it represents that whole movement. But at the same time, I think all of my Grammys that I have actually came through that camp.
Right, because Rihanna's Rock Nation and now I see.
Numbers on the board.
Now I see. So basically, we talk about Roc-a-Fella, you're talking about J. Cole, you're talking about...
Talking about everybody.
About everybody. A lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of money.